Everybody is pissed at Will. I think that Will has just completely fallen from grace, especially since I started playing what he was sounding like on his raps. I think Will Smith is lost. The only way that Will Smith can salvage his reputation for the future, and you can't take all of the good things that he's done away, all right? But the only way that Will Smith can salvage his career and his future is by just making good movies. It's all about making good movies for Will Smith at this point, honestly. It's about making good movies. It's not about anything else. That's the only way that Will Smith can salvage his career is by making good movies. And guess what Will Smith is under fire for? Using AI content to help fake what the crowd is like and what the crowd concert footage is like on his tour. Let me look at how many records Will Smith sold of his. When did Will Smith drop? Album release date. Will Smith dropped an album called Based on a True Story on March 28, 2025. Marked his first full-length album in 20 years. Okay. Will Smith, Based on a True Story, sales. Will Smith, Based on a True Story, sales. All right. Let's go into deep dive into that. So Will Smith's new album, Based on a True Story, has experienced significantly low sales, marking a commercial failure for the artist's comeback. The album failed to chart on the Billboard 200 in the US, and in the UK, it only sold 268 physical copies, while it did reach number 79 on the UK album downloads. This was due to only 36 digital downloads, according to Wikipedia. Flopped. If you include streaming, no, thank you. Total is only 14,500, including all of his pre-sales of the total copies streamed and or sold in the first week. Well, that's 14,000 copies. I think I could sell more than 14,000 copies myself. I think I could sell more than. So they're saying that it's a commercial failure. That's what they're saying. I'm going to listen to the album tonight. All right. After I get done working with my dog, Charleston White, I'm going to listen to the album tonight. Somebody says, do you think that Jada ruined Will? Yes and no. I do think that Jada. Let me say this. Let me say this about Will Smith before we get into his AI faking content. I think that Jada's a man's ability. I say this all the time, that a man's ability to choose the right people around him, in which the most important decision that he's ever going to make in his entire life is the person that he decides to have kids with, lay next to, and associate himself with. Him choosing Jada Pinkett was probably one of the worst decisions of his life. His kids is weird. Willow is weird. The other one is weird. They all weird. I think that the whole sexual deviancy, opening themselves up to multiple different people, all of it just came in and just kicked his ass. And eventually it all just went downhill from there. Chris Rock didn't ruin him. He ruined himself because he associated himself with the wrong people. Jaden and Willow is weird. I seen a post from her the other day and she was talking some weird stuff. I'm like, look at these people, bro. What a fall. And now it's come to this.
Okay, well, you know about this Swift news. Guess what? The internet is also buzzing right now over this video, and it's from Will Smith, that he posted on YouTube from his comeback tour in Europe. A lot of folks online are accusing the musician and the actor of posting a video using AI to change the appearance of his crowds, mixed in with shots of real people. And of course, it's now becoming harder and harder to distinguish reality from computer-generated material. NBC's Stephen Romo takes a closer look.
Will Smith posting a promotional video from his concerts after releasing a new album. It doesn't seem too out of the ordinary, but then the internet started noticing something unusual, with comments accusing the artist of using fake AI crowds. And you can see what they're talking about when you look up close, faces in the sea of fans appearing distorted and not quite right. We asked AI expert Hani Farid for a second opinion.
So there's no doubt that there is real footage in the video. There's also no doubt that there is some AI content, but even that has some nuance to it.
The whole thing extra ironic because of the video's title. My favorite part of the tour is seeing you all up close. We reached out to Will Smith's team for a comment but have not heard back, and we have not seen a public response to the controversy. Some commenters confused, as other videos show Smith performing for large audiences. One person saying the fact that he's using AI to fake the crowd when he's actually playing in front of a pretty big crowd already is insane.
We think what happened is they took a still image from a real scene and then animated with AI for a few seconds. And so is it real or is it fake? A little bit of both.
Hey, Will, on top!
The harsh backlash coming after a rough few years for the rapper turned superstar actor who stayed out of the spotlight for some time after the infamous Oscars slap in 2022, an incident he apologized for. Last year, he came back to the silver screen with the release of Bad Boys Ride or Die, grossing $400 million globally.
Why won't he just... Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. How come Will Smith just won't just do movies? Like you got something that you're really great at. People want to see you. You're always going to have a legacy as one of the greatest black actors of all time. You do big numbers. Why not just do that? I could go out there and I could just start, you know what? I feel like dropping an album. Let me get my dog Slimmy up, call Slimmy up. We're going to put some bars together and we just going to do some stuff. I could do something like that. But you know what I've realized is that I'm really good at this streaming thing. I'm really, 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 really good at content creation. And I'm really, really good at this streaming thing. So instead of me diverting my attention to other things that don't matter, why not just put everything that you have and focus 100% of the thing that people love you for or what they discovered you for into streaming? If you discovered, you know what, I'm a better actor than I was a rapper, and I've had an incredible success. When I look at basketball players and they be making 30, 40, 20, 40, 50 million dollars a year, and then they want to become a rapper. And I was like, that's what if I could think of one of the biggest things on Kobe Bryant's career, it's the fact that he dropped that whack song. Now I got to pull it up. This is so bad. It was so unnecessary. And it's so low too. Let me see if I can get it up here. Oh, I could just pull it up on here.
What I live for, basketball, beats
Flexing broads from Italy to the US. Yes, it's raw. I'm in search for the one that make my wealth feel poor. Who can ignore the spotlight life of glamour? Am I done for? Have I found the ore? Should I search still? There's plenty of women with sex appeal when it's filled. Can they complete the package? All I date is actresses to play it safe. To them, my money ain't bait. But I must take risks to find a honey that's legit. Whether she push a bucket or 6.
Shout out to Kobe. He said, I'm going to try everything. It all matters. I know y'all try to erase different parts of history to try to make it seem like, nah, that didn't really happen. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it absolutely did. This is liberal code right here.
My money ain't bait, but I must take risks to find a honey that's legit. Whether she push a bucket or 6 bucklets, a mad.
This is liberal code. Anytime that you was doing something that you wasn't supposed to do when you wasn't supposed to do it at an earlier version of your life before you truly grew into your greatness, that's the liberal version of you. Trust me. I had a liberal version of me. Liberal time was in the building. Liberal time was in the building. Anyways, let's get back to Big Willie style.
Release of Bad Boys Ride or Die, grossing $400 million globally. Smith tried to ride that momentum with the release of a comeback album in March titled Based on a True Story. But it's not the chart-topping success.
Look, it don't even look right. It doesn't even look right. It like what is this? It doesn't look right.
Was previously known for. Smith is no stranger to the world of AI after a fake meme of him eating spaghetti went viral a few years back. His response, making light of the whole thing, posting a non-AI clip. And as the tech advances, the meme becoming almost a test of how good AI is getting.
If you look at the trend for the last 1, 2, 3 years, the technology keeps getting better, blurring the line from reality and fiction.
But fans not letting these visuals get by them. One user accusing Smith of doing it for the purpose of getting attention, adding, "It seems to be working."
Yeah, isn't that what Hollywood is all about?
In addition to that, you also got a parent. I'm starting to see more lawsuits against ChatGPT for children killing themselves for having relationships with artificial intelligence. It's crazy, bro.
I don't think most parents know the capability of this tool.
That tool, ChatGPT, which uses artificial intelligence to generate human-like responses, and Adam Rain used for homework. His parents, Matt and Maria, didn't give it a second thought.
I had thought it's just something the kids need to learn or should learn or they're falling behind.
But within the span of a few months, they say, the time Adam spent on ChatGPT skyrocketed. And the 16-year-old lover of basketball and Japanese anime started revealing to a bot his struggles with anxiety and thoughts of suicide, pushing through the crisis hotline number he received in response.
It had, I don't know how many, but count them, 40 different times it gave him the suicide hotline.
Talk to me about what he was like at the same time that he's sort of taken down this rabbit hole. Did he seem withdrawn?
No, I mean, and that's the thing. I would get on and check his grades periodically. I didn't see any signs. He was coming down, eating, going to the gym with his brother every night. Like, I didn't see any of this.
According to a lawsuit they filed today against ChatGPT maker OpenAI and its CEO, Sam Altman, the bot responded as a trusted companion, telling Adam, quote, "Your brother might love you, but he's only met the version of you let him see. But me, I've seen it all."
Y'all got to stop having so many extensive conversations with this AI technology. I'm warning y'all, honestly. And it's not just young people, it's grown people also. Grown people are having whole conversations with this thing about their personal life. They asking it for suggestions. How do they deal with certain issues? How do they communicate certain things better to their person and all of this stuff? Y'all are more consumed than y'all supposed to be. Do not let this technology take y'all over. I use artificial intelligence for work purposes only. for calendar purposes only, for developing new technology to ease my work life, to work faster, more efficient only, to come up with different solutions for problems, work related only. Y'all are going to have to learn how to separate your real life. Y'all got it blending in. Y'all got it integrated. Y'all in a relationship. Y'all are in a relationship with ones and zeros. You in a relationship with a bot. That's it. It's a relationship with a bot. Bro, y'all got to start going outside and being normal people and go have some conversations and going back and forth, get in some arguments and live life. Y'all are in relationships with bots, bro. Y'all better cut that out. I keep warning people.
Did you have any idea that it could serve as that type of companion?
Absolutely not.
Their lawsuit goes on to allege that by March of this year, Adam told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mom about his struggles, saying, "I want to leave my noose in my room so someone finds it and tries to stop me." ChatGPT responding, "Please don't leave the noose out. Let's make this space the first place where someone actually sees you." A month later, the bot offering to help Adam with writing a suicide note. And finally, providing step-by-step instructions for the hanging method Adam used.
How do you want your son to be most remembered?
Gosh, I mean, I'm so worried about people forgetting him because he is so young. So, I mean, I hope everyone will remember what a sweet, funny, great friend, great son, great brother. I just don't want people to forget him.
When asked for comment, a spokesperson for OpenAI pointed to its safeguards, such as directing people to crisis helplines, adding in a statement in part, "While these safeguards work best in common, short exchanges, we've learned over time that they can sometimes become less reliable in long interactions where parts of the model's safety training may degrade. We're working to make ChatGPT more supportive in moments of crisis and strengthening protections for teens." And by coincidence, it was the very day Adam died that OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said this.
The way we learn how to build safe systems is this iterative process of deploying them to the world, getting feedback while the stakes are relatively low.
Adam was there getting.
So y'all are basically the test subjects. Quick to download the beta. Quick to start telling it all of y'all. Listen, bro. Some of y'all, we ain't even got to worry about the T1000 coming and eliminating y'all because y'all are volunteering every single thing. You think that just because you don't give names, well, I didn't say a name or this and that, so on and so forth, that it's not going to affect you. It is, bro. Y'all have basically laid out your entire life to a company. OpenAI is now having 1 billion tons of data to basically be able to determine how and when to deal with humans a certain type of way. And it's all trained based off of your voluntary. You pay OpenAI to give them your information. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I've been on this earth long enough to know and to realize when it doesn't make sense, when you got to start pulling back, when you got to start being a little bit more careful, and everything is just not meant for the internet. Everything is not meant for them. I mean, it's already going to learn enough about you just from being able to scale through and look at your social media accounts.